Greetings, fellow captains. In today's episode of Map Tactics, I'll tell you all about the Solomon Islands map. It's based on the location where the legendary Battle of Guadalcanal took place. Solomon Islands is one of the maps designed for newcomers in World of Warships. It is intended for ships of Tier 2 through Tier 4. The relatively short firing ranges of their guns defined the map dimensions, 30 by 30 kilometers. Because of this, the shooting starts only a minute after the battle begins, without any sitting around. Two large islands, divided by a narrow strait, stretch diagonally across the map's center. A small island covers the strait from the side of the lower respawn, which makes firing through impossible. Let's review the most important regions of the map and attack directions. The first attack direction is both obvious and dangerous, a strike through the center, and the above-mentioned island doesn't reduce the risk. If your team starts the battle at the upper respawn, it's a good idea for destroyers to pass along big islands at full speed and launch torpedoes along D6 to G5 and E5 to F6. Going to the strait from the very beginning guarantees you an eventful but short battle. If you begin at the lower base, it is more efficient to take positions at the sides of the small island and meet impatient adversaries with heavy fire. In any case, the strait should be controlled throughout the entire battle, because an enemy breakthrough here will allow them to surround you and teach your team the meaning of the word outflanking. In the domination mode, Control Point B is located in the strait. Destroyers are best suited for capturing and holding it in a smokescreen. They have a better chance of dodging enemy torpedoes. Sluggish battleships and even cruisers should stay away at the beginning of a battle. They will be more useful in the southwestern part of the map. There is no cover here, and the island is the only place that a surprise torpedo attack can come from. To avoid heavy fire from the enemy, you need to have patience and perform a small maneuver. It will allow you to keep your hull at an angle relative to your adversaries and serve as a basis for a breakthrough to their side of the map. When moving top down, it is better to stay away from the large island and direct your bow straight towards the enemy. This will help you avoid a surprise torpedo strike from behind the southern tip of the island. In the domination mode, Control Point A is located here, and it's shifted towards the center a little. It gives a small advantage to the lower team. There are two ways to capture this point. The first is risky. You need to take position in Sector H3 with a destroyer or torpedo-armed cruiser. However, if an enemy suddenly appears from behind the island, you'll have mere seconds to launch torpedoes and evade its attack. This tactic can be either successful or a complete disaster. The second option is more reliable. You need to enter the capture point at Sector J3 and gradually push adversaries out until the point is yours. Let's take a look at the northwestern part of the map now. A small island is located in Sector C7 in the upper part, which provides an opportunity for cruisers to distinguish themselves. It allows them to control almost the entire region while staying concealed. Control Point C in the domination mode is located here. Unlike Point A, it is easier to capture from the upper base. It's sufficient to approach the very tip of the island at D7 on a destroyer and use a smokescreen and allied support to capture the point. The further push in this direction from the north will be safer if you advance south along an arc in B6 to D8. Aircraft carriers play an important role on Solomon Islands. They need to control all three attack directions from above, especially the central strait between the islands where the fiercest action usually takes place. Apart from that, aircraft carriers need to remember that they can only hide in the farthest corner of this small map to avoid being spotted quickly. In conclusion, we can say that tactics on Solomon Islands come down to preventing the enemy from getting to your half of the map, and then breaking their defenses by coordinating efforts with Allied ships. The map is characterized by intense battles at medium and short ranges, where many things depend both on your ability to foresee enemy actions and tight team play. Solomon Islands are ideal for honing these skills and preparing for battles at higher tiers. And remember, captains, we've shown you only the basic tactics for Solomon Islands. The map has plenty of opportunities for creativity and unconventional decisions. That's all for today. Good luck in battle until next time.